we need a paradigm shift. Yeah, we need to change the way we're thinking. And this kind of selecting, like this kind of job I can't do, and this kind of job I can't do. But to be honest again, this kind of like college of vocation skill, I think it has been it's been implemented much. It's like they're putting a lot of effort. I don't think it's less than 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, so it means we really have we have a poor education.
No, we do.
We do.
That's obvious.
We have to. We really have a poor education system in
Malawi. But okay. The thing is, to put it in the context of saying we have poor education.
Yeah.
Tiangane kuti kodi ndi education yanji metu kupereka kwa yambirira. Kodi education imene tikunena kuti ili poor ndiyo yeneradi kuti ayilandire. Kodi nanga imene tikunena kuti ndi yabwino. Ataipereka. Anthu apindula kodi yabwino nditi. Kodi nanga yoyipa nditi. Nanga ikuperekedwa nditi. Because if you speak about colonial education, now it's a waste of time. We need to equip people, learn things, actually, and get to do things on themselves. You know? So, zimezi ngabange kwambiri empower antu individually.
And chinaso, akamaphunzisa kuti anthu amalawi aziziwa kupanga express, aziziwa kumazi panga express, kumayankhula mumasuka moja. Kaya kunena kuti ndiwo olongolola. I think it's much better as long as you know how what you have, you put it out.
Komano remember, munthu you need kuyenera umayankhula uli ndi kuthekeraso kopanga zinthu.
Yeah.
Pali kuyankhula kongoyankhula chifukwa kuti you want to be heard.
Right.
But I don't mean your hands are killed. Your inability.
I don't mean that.
You know? So you have the skill to deliver.
And
now you don't want to be exploited. You are defending yourself. Now you have the platform. You can talk.
Yeah.
Komosati basi.
You're
empty.
Not like that. I don't mean that.
Yeah. If your house is in a mess, put your light off.
Better, much better.
Okay.
Oh, don't invite this.
Yes.
Anyway, that's a joke.
Yeah.
So, our government, they have to think about this. You can see the South African education, my man, is number one. You know, someone who finishes matric here in South Africa, even a Zimbabwean, is totally different with someone who's someone who's holding a degree at home. Once it comes to like activeness, kind of thinking, creative mindset, you know. So I think that you said it comes. Our government, they have to see this. They have to check our education, and they have to teach. And this is very, very important. They have to teach our children. They have to provide education that it will equip children while they are young, or at the early stage. They have to grow with it. You know, while they are getting the skills while they are young, they are going with it. I think this is going to really help us with human resources. It's really going to help us. Not like, you know, you had primary, you learn Kwangwa. That thing cannot help us. And from there, you reach a secondary level, you are not even learning these vocational skills. Because these days, to be honest, any job, any vocational job is the one that is paying. You know, this table, they have to see this stand. It's a carpenter who built this. Because of the creative mind that he has. He created something beautiful and he is selling at a good price. You know, people, they survive. And right now, actually, our government, they have to implement these schools from primary level. Because if you reach Form 4, or actually if you reach high school, some of our people, they don't even reach Form 4. And they can't go to a vocational skill because they are not holding that certificate. You know, it means that one has already been polluted. It means it's no longer resources, that one. So how many are we polluting that one? Right now, they say school should be for free. I see like this way. It's not like the way, according to me, I see like this way, it's not like the way that is going to improve our education, like the way I just said it. Myself, I can just say that they were supposed to leave those fees right there, but just to drop it, because the money that they are going to get from there is the one that they are going to improve these schools. To improve these schools.
Yeah.
But since they remove that school fees, it means the main effort that they'll put is just to look for money to pay the teachers. They will not be concentrating much on putting equipment that the student can use to learn. There will be lack of books because the government doesn't have money. It's free most. So they were supposed to leave that school fees there. Malawi right now is not ready for school fees to be removed, according to me. They were just supposed to reduce the fees, and that money, some they use it to pay these teachers. Some let them bring like this vocational skills that we are talking about. Put it many of it, then people can start learning from there. If not, buy a lot of these computer books, let people learn from there. But everything, like buy those drills, teach people how they can do carpentry while they're still there at primary school. And they have to learn it, they have to, if they are continuing it, they have to proceed. From 1, from 2, they have to do it. Because most of people now at home, once you ask them about their career, they will say, I want to be a doctor. No one is selecting that, me, I want to be a good carpenter. No one is selecting that. They see like it's a trash job. No one is saying, I want to be a plumber. You can see yourself here. This plumber, there's a lot of plumber company here. You see how they make money. Why if they can start it that way?
But now even at home, we are not yet into pipelines. We still dig a septic tank and all those things. And that gives plumbers less work.
Less work, yeah.
Less work, because once installation is done, you'll only be called every now and then for repairs.
Yeah.
But here, with all these pipelines, you are being called to block and to unblock the blocked drains and all that. But yeah, I hear your point. And also, let's think the other way. School fees. I think these people, they have knowledge and they have assessed the system. They know how they will do it. Maybe let's give them some time and see how
they're gonna go with
it. How they will get it done.
Yeah.
I hear your point. How is it equip and who? Or charge them less
because
and then use the resources from the other hand so fixes in Ruzina. All in all, let's see how it goes.
Because let us just say, because even the way they remove that school fees, people will not even go to school. But you see, most people, they will take their student and put on private. Yeah, I think we have talked. We're really going to finish this. I think this is the other thing we should do next time. Yeah.
It was long. Where are we now?
I want to give you another question, but I have to. Okay, this question now. This one, I organize it so that we have to. Okay, let me ask. I see like Malawi, us as a nation, as Malawian. If I say Malawian, regardless we are a leader or what, but you are a Malawian. I see we are not doing enough for Kamuzu Banda, for what he have done for the country. We are not doing enough. Why I'm saying this, I see like on other African countries, the way they embrace their heroes, and the way us Malawian, the way we're embracing our hero like Kamuzu Banda and the others, we are not doing enough. These people are the one they find in Nyasaland, and that's one also they turn Nyasaland to Malawi. You see, but the way we are doing it, I see like it's not enough, because I can see like those people, those historians, those African historians, once they're talking about African history, sometimes I see like they don't even mention Kamuzu Banda, you know. But Kamuzu, he contributed a lot to once it comes to this liberation. And we can see that Kamuzu was one of the readers who was reading. Once they're going to England, he was a leader of those other readers. He was a reader there who was the one having a last word to speak. You know, he was like he's the one representing. But once these African historians are talking about the history of Africa, they're not mentioning it too much. So I see like maybe this problem is originating from us, from our side, because as we don't embrace him too much. So what about them? They don't want to embrace him too much. You see, because once it comes to Kenneth Kaunda, is it from Zimbabwe, even Nyerere, all these people around there, it was Kamuzu Banda who was reading them. Them, they were just sitting behind, aside, and Kamuzu was one doing the talking. If Kamuzu said no, then no one was making decision there until Kamuzu accepted. So it means he was having a very big role. You see, but the way the African historians, the way they talk, was like they put Kamuzu behind too much, like there was no effort that he was doing. I'm like myself, I'm not happy with it. You see, that's why I said as Malawian, we are not doing enough. That's why I want us to talk about it now.
Yeah, well, to begin with, look at who was the successor of the Malawi Congress Party after the passing on of the life president Kamuzu Banda. Upeza kuti anali Bakili Muluzi ndi 1994.
Yeah.
Then nkhani khale yonena kuti kodi abwana Muluzi atalowa anapanga bwanji embrace Kamuzu. Nanga after Muluzi atabwera Abingu. Fuka nthawi imene Abingu atazalowa muone Kamuzu amakambidwa kwambiri.
Yeah.
And mpaka na iwo aja amazitchula Songwazi.
Yeah, you know,
to keep the name alive. So inayo I put it in the dynamics of who led after who.
I think it's Kamuzu.
You know, who led after who and who said what about Kamuzu. You know, during their time.
Yeah.
So ndifajage olo upange compare ndi Michael Ena zimatengera kuti kodi chipani cha president amene anakhala nthawi ya Itali ndi chiti nanga kodi chalowaso mboma. Okay, look now mina MCP inadzalowaso mboma imene inali chipani cha Kamuzu. Koma tell me kuti ndi chani chimene anakambako cha Kamuzu.
You see,
you will hardly maybe find that pali mina zifukwa zina zomwe ifeso sitingathe kudziwa koma the statue is there. People go and enjoy it, and where he was laid to rest, a lot of people know the place, and they go and pay a visit, and he's done a lot of things. Some of them were named in his name, by the way. You know, I don't know. Kia, it's there. It's Kamuzu International Airport. You know, so some of those things are there. But look at his house. It's just like now a museum.
It's like a museum.
It's unlivable, and I don't know who is there and what is it doing. It's a waste of infrastructure. Or look at Ujen. Menana siya olemekezeka Abingwa Mtali Kanzimu Ndata. You know, it's a very huge place being misused.
They're misused.
Last time I checked, kunali chile loka, and all those monies were from who? Government coffers, maybe. I don't have evidence, I'm just saying. You know, so we give these political leaders so much power. They abuse
they play to me. I can say they play too much.
Command hambiri mwanga ni makolo amatia MCP inali ankanza.
Okay, that's why I want to comment on that. I want to comment on that.
I'm not an expert in politics. I'm just commenting. Then my explanation doesn't make sense. I'm not a specialist in
puzzle zatu. Chimene kupanga baba sidi kukama ngati ma expert. Koma chimene tikupanga ngati ma citizen oti chinthu tikuchiona chikuonongeka tikuyenera kuti tichiyankhulepo. Chinthu chimene chikuyenera kuti chilandire ulemu chizilandira ulemu wake. Ndichifukwa chake tikuyenera regardless katipanga kati tinena mawu anji kayandopanda zero koma tingonena apo kuti zimene zikuonongeka. Aise nthawi imene Kamuzu anali akulamulira ziko. Ulamuliro wake nthawi imeneja unali woyenera pa nthawi imeneja. Chifukwa sana liye kamene amalamula choncho. Maiko onse apasa amalamula choncho ndiye akhale watatu.
No, but remember now, if you talk about Kamuzu Banda, you can never compare him with other leaders, even if the leading style was the same. Now, why I'm saying this, remember Malawians are also different people of their nature. You know, understanding ya zintu, you know, kukumbukiraso bwino kwa zintu, komanso pamakhala internal politics, how people were treated, anthu amakamba zambiri za nkhanza andophedwa, ena okhomedwa chani pamutu, ena amakamba za makadi, you know, ena amakamba za nyakula, you know, a lot of things. You know, koma kuti uoneso pali zinthu zina zabwino zimene mwina Kamuzu anazipanga. And anthu ngati school inali yabwino.
You see?
People had scholarships.
Even every office.
Kunali spearhead anthu amalima, you know. Zinthu ngati zimenezozo, I mean, kunali chitetezo, you know. Mwina zinthu ngati zimenezozo ndi zinthuzo zina zimene kunali press corporation wa companies.
And also
school, you know. So all those things. To take ourselves back and want to live in the past now.
No, we can't live on the past now.
You know, we can't compare because things are changing.
They have changed.
And you know, and we are moving with times into Zinadula, and now we are in the modern world, the technology, you know. So understanding of this thing is in complex.
So ndikunenera chonche nkhanza zija zinalipo. I do understand that. And tiyang'ane maiko ena muona mena kumamukumbukira kuno Nelson Mandela. Timsiye tieni tipite kulasha kuja kunali Stalin, you know, Franklin, kunali Stalin nthawi imeneje naisa anali wankhaza kopi. You see? Atafa anthu anamulira kwambiri kumopya muti, koma pakatikatipo anamutaya kuti uyu anali wankhaza ukuona, koma anazitolanso zija ndikuzitaya kumamuna kuti uyu anatipulumutsa ise ziko lathu lili apa chifukwa cha uyuyu. Ndiye zimene ndikumapanga izi zoti ngati ali useless tikuyenera kuti tizisiye, tisamaone mbali imodzi, tizionanso mbali yabwino, tiziona kuti kazi zabwino ndizoyipa zambiri ndiziti. Aona kuti zabwino ndi zambiri chifukwa chake amutengaso kumampanga embrace. Chimenechi ndi chimene nanenso tikuyenera kuti tipange. Ife ndife Malawi timakhululukirana. You see? Tizionanso kuti nthawi zikusintha. You see? Sindikufuna kuti ampange worship chani ayi, koma kaya mayankhulidwe azikhalapo kuti munthu uyu anathandiza ziko. Ukuziwa kuti ma institution ambiri onse muziko muno anayambisa ndi Kamuzu. Even ma building ma office onse amene government igwisa ntchito mpaka pano sinamangepo annual anamanga ndi Kamuzu. Ine ndikuona ngati amuluzi anasiya kuyankhula zambiri zokhuza Kamuzu, amafuna nawonso apezepo mpata ngati khala ndi zina lawo kuti awo azindikirire kuti awa ndi amuluzi. Chinaso pakhoza kukhala ma differences yawo oti anali nawo. You see? Koma chimene chisamapangise kuti Amalawi asaziwe ubwino wa munthu amene anapeza ziko lawo. Muzeyo. Chifukwa mwana wang'ono Malawi sangaziwe zokhuza Kamuzu, koma kuno ku South Africa mwana wang'ono amaziwa za Mandela. You see? So zimene ndikuona ngati asamape zimathandiza tu asamape history yaziko chifukwa choti pali ma negativity chanjani mundu wina
look now ku South Africa kunopeza ANC kana liboma mpaka
napa
you know pamene kujako mwina inasinthidwa inalamula zaka 31 panali zinthu zambiri mwina zovuta chifukwa chake inasinthidwa.
Not yet. So yeah, I think we have to do more for Kamuzu.
Yeah.
This is what I just wanted to say. They have to do more for Kamuzu. Why myself I'm touched, not just because the way Malawians are treating him, but the way African historians are treating Kamuzu.
Okay.
You know, that's why I'm concerned. Kamuzu contributed a lot to this Africa.
We need to recognize the presence he had.
He has, and the job that he did.
Even when we are going through some difficulties, we still need to appreciate what he did.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah, because you know there was a strategy that Kamuzu was using to run that government.
Yeah, I know.
All of us we learn from that his government.
Yeah, I know.
So if we are suffering now, we mustn't be having that pride, like to go back and check how was he running the government?
Yeah.
Because during his time things were fine. So we have to look on that as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So my last question, my brother, before we proceed, I do this. So any verse that comes is one that was made for this show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't skip that.
Okay.
But before I reach there, I know we have tackled a lot of questions, but we cannot manage. We can't finish this paper. We've got a lot of questions.
I will be back again.
Yes, we'll be back again. This paper was for you.
Yeah, we will discuss more.
Yeah, but one more question that I want you to ask is that what kind of a mistake that you don't want your child to do in their lives?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I remember to begin with, my child is my child or my children. I mean, they will be completely different from me. That's an uncontested fact, because they will exist on their own. Only what I need to do is to shape them.
Yeah.
And the only help I can give is to equip them and teach them to be independent, so they will go out and make their own way.
Yeah.
So they will be able to live even when I am not there.
Yeah.
You know, so the only mistake was the question, eh?
Yeah, the only mistake that you don't want your child or your children to do
is to
on their lives
is to depend on what I've invested.
Number one.
Yeah, because what I'm doing now requires knowledge.
Yeah.
That maybe they will not understand the way I understood it.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to sit under the comfort of what I've built, yet they will lack knowledge to manage.
Yeah.
But I'll try to teach them, so that if they will not manage, that will be up to them. But more importantly, I'll have to equip them to learn how to do things, so they will never rely on what I have invested. Then they will be able to
manage it,
find their own way, and live even when I will not be there.
I can also take that one. In addition, I don't want them to be oppressed by someone.
Well, that is obvious.
I don't want them to accept
that is obvious. I mean, that's not a mistake. That's actually how a child should be raised.
Yeah.
A child should know how to fight.
Yeah.
A child should know how to defend herself or himself.
Yeah.
You know, so it's one of the disciplines that parents need to build as they are raising their kids. You know, you can't do everything for them.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do everything. You cannot overprotect them.
But just make a way.
Yeah, leave them, let them be out there, make mistakes, fall down, and then they pick themselves up. They get beaten a little bit, and they cry, and you know, and tell them, no, they beat you, beat back.
Yes.
You know,
this is life.
They know how to fight their own battles. I think, in short, I think.
For me, I think the points are loud and clear. For one who want to hear or hear it. For one who want to take it in a positive way or negative way.
Koma, osapereka comfort kwa mwana kuti akhale akukula ndi maganizo kuti bambo anga amayi anga anapanga china chilichonse. That's actually killing their hands. Aphunzitseni bwinobwino kusamala katundu amene mwamuvutikira, komanso apatseni nzeru yosamalira, komanso kupangira multiply zinthu zimene mwakonzekeretsa. Koma chofunikira kwambiri ndikuwapatsa nzeru ndi kuthekera kokwanitsa kuzipangira zinthu okha. Choncho sazadandaula kapena kuvutika inu palibepo.
Azikhala anthu oganiza.
Muchichewa mwina mwachidule ndi
you see, they have
koma akhale ndi kuthekera koteteza ndi kupanga multiply zinthu. Chifukwa ngati angakwanitsa kupanga multiply koma ngati alibe kuthekera koteteza ndekuti sazakhala ndi kanthu. Chifukwa kunja kuno kwachuluka ma predators
too much.
Amabwera ngati achikondi, amabwera ngati ofuna kuthandiza. And ukakhalanso munthu ogawa kwambiri, people queue and line up.
I'm telling you,
for resources, you know. Azapeza zinthu movutika koma zizatha mosataya nthawi. So zinthu zonsezo akuyenera kuphunzira. Don't say yes to anything. Learn how to say no and rejection. Aphunzirenso kuti munthu umakanidwa kumene. Anthu ena sanga kukonde, you know, things like those. Learn to sell things.
And not everyone is your friend.
Yes.
Again. You have to know that.
And so once amene angakonde ma products ako, you know, understand that rejection.
It's there.
It's also good.
It's there.
Yeah.
So you know, guys, I think you have been with us for long, and
I think we've been making noise.
Yeah. So thank you so much. If you like this video, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and follow our page. This thing was made for everyone who is watching. The purpose is to educate one another on how we can handle our daily situation. You see? Yeah. But before I close it, I want to do this. Anyway. I have to do this for my God. Okay. I will start on Joshua Reforms. Only 2 verses. Joshua Reforms, that's the title. Chapter 23, verses 1 to 2. Then the king sent, and all the elders of Judah and Jerusalem were gathered to him. And the king went up to the house of the Lord, and with him all the men of Judah and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and the priest and the prophet, all the people, both small and great. And he read in their hearings all the word of the book of covenant that had been found in the house of the Lord. Amen. I think I can stop here.
Amen.
If you understand, you interpret it as we want to manage to do that. All right.
It's good being with you, Elijah. I enjoyed.
Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much for blessing this show. It was nice,
This was good,
Yeah. Thank you.